On a much lighter note, we asked these hosts that if they are lucky enough to get some downtime this winter, what books will be on their holiday reading list?
I'm in the middle of reading The Interestings by Meg Wolitzer. It's a book of fiction about a group of kids that met in camp in the 70s, which is a great book. And then I'm also finishing up some of those presidential biographies that we talked about last week. So The Bully Pulpit, Doris Kearns Goodwin, Wilson by Scott Berg, and Days of Fire by Peter Baker about the Bush-Cheney White House. I still have about 50 pages in each to go.
John, it's the holidays. You got to put the politics down.
No, they're
That's
great
the whole
books.
point.
They're interesting.
Yeah, I've just finished Double Down, which was a good book on the campaign. I learned a lot, and also a wonderful biography of FDR's third term and his decision to run for a third term by Dick Moe. So I'm looking now. I want to read Scott Berg's biography of Woodrow Wilson because I've never been particularly enamored with Wilson. Maybe I'll change my mind, and I want to read the fine book that Peter Baker wrote on George H.W. Bush. I suspect I'll disagree with some of the conclusions, but again, maybe I'll change my mind. And Patrick, if you have any ideas for a fun, saucy novel, please tell me, because I'd love to find one.
I was just about to say, I mean, this is vacation time, and you've got nothing but political books on your nightstand.
Will you give me some ideas?
Yeah, I'll try.
You know, I'll tell you, I'm going to read one book this season. The holiday season is not a time that I generally delve into books, but Clement Moore's Night Before Christmas, pretty much I'm going to read to the little ones in my life, and that's about the extent and the time that I've got. And yeah, as you know, that's like, there's nothing better than, you know, sitting down and saying, okay, to a bunch of excited little kids who still believe. So that's my big book I'm reading this season.
That's such a refreshing answer because everybody else had, you know, Double Down or Peter Baker's new book or all these wonky tomes.
All great books.
You've got an actual
But the reality of my life
reading.
is, exactly, the reality of my life is I'm not going to read any of those books this season if I haven't already read them, so it'll have to be next year.
That's it for this week. You can check out our full interviews online at politico.com/turnthetables. Have a great weekend.